Hey y'all, hey, it's me, V the Sepia Scholar, dropping in for a special episode. I hope this finds you happy, blessed, and full of love. As my trailer says, this channel is about reaction reviews and grown-up conversations. And the grown-up conversation that we're having today is about branding. I know have lots of entrepreneurs in my life. Know a lot of people who are starting this journey as I had started this journey. And I wanted to have a little bit of a chat to basically see what everybody's doing, learn about their brands, talk about my brand a little bit. And on top of that, have a good time, have a pretty candid conversation on what makes things tough about being an entrepreneur. So with that being said, I have two special guests with me. As the thumbnail says, this is a special episode. It's about branding. Casey, you want to say hi to the people before you go? Queen E, she doing a little peek in here. Hers is Ellie Scar LLC. She backs me up in all my ventures and everything. That's one of my backbones. So shout out to her. She on her way into her own adventure. So today I'm going to be having the amazing owner of Purple Rose Apparel. I've known him for I think it's going on. I don't know if it's 3 or 4 years, and he is one of the hardest working men that I know, and I'm going to add him in now. His name is Troy, and his brand is Purple Rose. So I'm going to add you in and be ready. Be camera ready. Here we go. Hey, Troy.
Hey, V, what's going on, man? Appreciate you inviting me to the show today.
No worries, no worries. We're waiting for one more person or whatever, so maybe I should just ask a couple questions while. Let me might need to ask a couple questions about you while we're waiting for our other friend. So tell us a little bit about yourself, at least what you want people to know.
Like,
where you're from?
Well, I'm from Jamaica. I've been in the States since I was 13 years old. Grew up in New York. Spent 20 years in Florida. Half my life in New York. Now I moved to Georgia a few months ago. Been here like 11 months.
And, all right, awesome.
And this entrepreneur journey with my brand, just pushing it, focusing, and trying to get to the next level on here.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and add our other person in. Another one of my favorite people. That is Jay, aka Snack Life. Hey, how you doing? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's going on?
Hey.
All right. Get this show started.
He said, get this show started. All right. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you're from?
From down under, Chicago.
Oh, God.
Chicago is down under.
That's Chicago. That's not Australia anymore.
Shit is everything but what it's supposed to be.
All right.
So yeah, my Chicago people, especially my Chicago folks on Twitter, make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah, make sure you sent out the right link.
No, the right link is out, but I know a lot of them.
A couple people in the studio.
A lot of them are always talking about. I think branding and marketing is one of those things where you used to be able to go get it and reach out and touch it, and now it is expanded so far that it's beyond what the traditional classroom is taught. It's beyond the traditional, like even some of the like major corporations back in the day, they will hire people to do the street teams and do the marketing and do the things of that nature, and that kind of has died. So the industry has changed, and people, as big as social media is, some people still don't know where to go. So
big facts. So before we jump into all that, you're already dropping some knowledge as usual. Let's talk a little bit about your brands. So I wanted to be a little bit informal, but I do have actual questions that I want to hear from you guys. So I'm going to start off with Purple Rose. Tell me a little about your brand, but the main thing I want you to hit on is basically what's the mission of your brand? Tell me what your brand is, what you're coming to us with, and what the mission of your brand and the core value of your brand is. Why'd you do your brand? Oh, oops. You're muted. Let me unmute you. Go ahead.
Well, I grew up in the fashion industry with my uncle back in Jamaica. So as a kid, young person, always interested in owning your own and doing your own. So for the past 2 years, 3 years, I've been pushing Purple Rose Apparel, and my focus to bring is high quality and outstanding great price for the customers and build an audience to surround my brand. So now I'm on the journey, the first beginning of the journey, to build that community around the brand and give them the quality and try to stand out different. Have my own trend, my own style, my own ways.
All right. So how'd you come up with the name Purple Rose?
Well, purple is my favorite color. Rose is the something I put together. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than what people think. So purple mean royalty, higher standing, and high quality. And we stand out different with the quality and with the material. Instead of we go get basic material, we basically get high class quality and not just put a name on the product to say, hey, this is a brand. We put a time and make it where it makes sense and where it look good, and do it all.
All right, understood. Snack Life, aka Jay. How'd you come up with your brand? What is the source? What is the value? The mission?
It's mute.
You're muted. Yeah.
So let's talk about how the brand started. Had a few different things I was doing, but so Second City Consulting, that started. I launched that October of 2003, and basically, of course, the namesake Second City comes from Chicago being the second city.
Okay.
So I originally named it 312 Consulting because I had a production company. That didn't go well. Well, it went well, but I didn't like the name, so I changed it to Second City Consulting. And the premise was, because I've worked in politics and government for so long, that it would just be easy to have a consulting company. That way I can do my private political business separate from the government business, right? And so a lot of politicians, they don't want to do business with you, or they use the excuse, especially when you're Black, if you don't have an LLC or a bank account, a lot of us miss out on that political money, right? A lot of the other people end up getting it. So that's how kind of that started. Second City Consulting. I've always been within like a healthy mindset, but I didn't have like a foundation of anybody to teach me the health genre. I had to kind of learn on my own. What I mean by that is, like for me personally, so I stopped eating red meat, pork, shellfish, and eggs before like the age of 17. And this is a time period when no one was doing that. This is when there was no Dr. Sebi. No one knew about him. I didn't even learn about him till later on. I followed some other people. But there was no social media. There was no one teaching you this stuff. There was really nowhere to go. And I just kind of followed my spirit on that. Was following how I felt. Was following how I would feel after eating certain things. But the interesting thing was I gave up all of that when people called me crazy. You gonna lose a lot of weight. I ain't never had no weight. All those different things I dealt with. But it was crazy because I gave up meat, like red meat, cold turkey, like overnight, literally. But I would still go to 7-Eleven to eat donuts and Slurpees and shit. So it's like I wanted to be healthy, but I was still drawn to the other unhealthy stuff because sugar is real hard to break. It's almost like a drug. It is. So that's kind of how Second City Consulting started. And I always had the premise of having the health food stuff in my mind. But I was still stuck with kind of like I was marketing and branding. I was lobbying, right? Because Black people and just people in general, more so my melanated brothers and sisters, we should really be into the lobbying thing. We should really understand that, which is kind of a derivative of branding and marketing. So all throughout those years, I was, instead of focusing on my own brand, I was doing a lot of things for politicians, a lot of persuasive writing, a lot of persuasive tactics, and building their brands up and building them. If you look at the Democratic and Republican Party, it's about colorism. It's about strategy. We talked about that last week, right? So I was focused on that for a lot of years. And then in 2019, I said, hey, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to kind of get away from the political stuff. It's been far too long. And I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And I was sitting back one day and I said, what can be an umbrella or what can be derived from Second City Consulting? And I was like, Second Chance Health, because I'm getting into the health food genre, and some people who are dealing with health problems need a second chance at getting something else started. So that's how Second Chance Health came about. It's a direct umbrella from Second City Consulting. And that's like one of the main brands and platforms that I push right now.
Yeah, that's a really powerful mission, getting people healthy. So we have one person getting people healthy, another person trying to change the fashion trends based on quality, and basically they're being creative and with what he likes. I'll speak to my brand a little bit. My overall brand is Toot Moon Bell, which means everybody is beautiful, which is what I push, because I'm big on being unique and everybody feeling included. I don't want to use the DEI because that's a curse word now, but I'm big on pushing the fact that everybody should be proud of their culture. And that started many years ago. As a part of that, I'm a writer. So I wrote the book, You Don't Look Haitian. Most Haitian people will get a kick out of that name because they know where I'm coming from. So that was a little bit of my branding and marketing strategy, purposely picking that name. But it's a children's book. And I just started the journey. I published it earlier this year, and it's been quite an incredible journey. But the mission of that is for every child, no matter where they come from, to feel unique, special, and seen. So that's what my branding is about. I have a couple other brands too. We'll talk on that a little bit later, but I love that you guys have such strong mission statements for your brand. So since we already touched based on what inspired you for your brand, like what makes your brand different from other competitors in the market? What do you think makes you stand out, Troy, from the other people in the market?
Well, I'm saying as I enter the market, it's a different spectrum for me. It's not a matter of being different. It's just basically different product, high-end quality, whatever is being pushed on and purchased with Purple Rose name on it. Everything is high-end, from the material, the GMS. I'm saying we don't go nothing out low as 260 GMS on a shirt, and depends on the color. If it's a black, we give it 260 GMS because black brings so much heat. With white and other colors, we go 300 GMS on a t-shirt because it'll be thick and heavy, but the quality is worth the price. So when you wash it, it won't be shrinking. You have a real shirt to wear.
All right. For those of us who don't know, what is GMS?
GMS just basically tell you how thick the material is and how good the material is.
Okay. The heaviness of the material. Okay.
Heaviness of the material. So basically, you get a Gildan shirt, it'd be like 160. I'm saying GMS. That's very thin. I'm saying, so sometimes people run away from those. I'm saying nothing against them, but I'm saying you try to compete with the Gucci and all those things, so you got to go with the quality and stand out. You compete with Nike, whatever brands out there, you compete with it. And for the culture, I'm saying we come up as an entrepreneur, we have to put stuff where structure our kids, our own followers, our community, So when they wash our clothes or use it, it doesn't just dissolve; it stand out still. I'm
All
saying
right.
a shirt's supposed to last anywhere from 2 to 3 years, or probably longer, depends on what you're doing. So all my shirts is GT printing. I'm saying that's the highest quality. And as I said, my lowest grade T-shirt is 260 GMS. That's all depends on the color. I have hoodie that 380 GMS. That's very thick, and most of them is like vintage hoodie, so it's very warm.
Okay. All right. Snack life. What makes you stand out from your competitors?
Yeah, I just was Troy. I just so yeah, that's I'm glad hearing you talk about quality. That's like one of the biggest things, and how long a shirt should last. I want to tell you a funny story before I get into what you asked me.
Yeah.
So before I moved out on my own, I was kind of on my own anyway, but I would like stash things in my grandma's house. I would leave clothes there, shoes. But I would like wash clothes at her house, and then I would like hang up my t-shirts or whatever, let them hang dry. I didn't put them in the washer. And like she would get furious, like, you got my washroom full of wet t-shirts. And we would go back and forth like for months, sometimes years, about me hanging dry my t-shirts. And I'm thinking to myself, lady, you're one generation removed from a slave plantation. Y'all used to hang all y'all shit. So
Not you giving her flashbacks. Yeah.
Man, it's just because old people become hypocritical sometimes, right? And so one of the things was, even some of the Nike stuff, some of the quality kind of, even after one dry, it would mess up. And so I would hang my stuff to make it last longer or whatever. But it's funny you mentioned about the quality of t-shirts, because that's like a real big thing.
Yeah, because I'm saying before my brand, I used to buy a lot of different high-end designer. When you wash it, it'd be upside down. You'd be pulling it aside and stuff like that.
Stretch.
Yeah, you gotta stretch it out, because most of it like either polyester, whatever it is at the time. I'm saying, but within those times, I was really coming up with. I already had my name since like I was like what, 22. I'm saying my name was supposed to be like Palm Rose, but that's my grandma's name, so I didn't want to. And by 2022, I already seen a brand name called Palm. I'm saying, so I couldn't even like copy the same trend, but that's really my grandma's last name. So I said, okay, purple is my favorite color, but just change the letters around, keep this piece there same way, and keep it going. So Purple Rose, it's pure royalty, high quality, and so we're not trying to compete with nobody out there. We just stay in our lane and trying to build our own community. I'm saying our own community with our own, just like Nike. Nike got their own community no matter what they do. I'm saying every brand have their own community no matter what they do. So basically me, I'm just building my own community. No matter ups or down, I have my supporters, and when you purchase from me, I give you gifts, wristband, keychain, and your second purchase you get 15% off. Anything over $150, you get free shipping, and shipping 2 days. And so with the process like that, I'm saying you make people happy. I don't want to wait for a t-shirt for 3 weeks and drop shipping. By the time the second week passed, I'm already on the email canceling that. I'm saying I've done it before. Like I order a shirt like 3 weeks, and I'm going on vacation. The week of the vacation, that Monday come, I'm leaving Friday. My shirt ain't here, so then I got to go to the store. Marshall will buy me another shirt to replace that fit. And I'm canceling that one. But when I come back from vacation, that shirt is here, so it's no longer necessary. That's why I don't do drop shipping. I do next day, 3-day shipping. I'm saying, and I get it to you as quick as possible. Sometimes it's same day shipping. If I'm in the house and the order comes through, I'll just put them together. 15 minutes on the road to the post office, mail them out. I'm saying it's not about me. It's about the customer being happy, getting their product on time, and wherever they're going with it, they have it in their hand, in their reach.
No, that I totally get that, like customer satisfaction and promo items. Let's touch base with that a little bit later, but I'm gonna go ahead and let Jay talk about what makes his product stand out. Even though I did resonate with the clothes that basically disintegrated in the wash. I said, why you didn't really get a lot of clothes from the flea market and stuff? Because you like that was a one-time wear. Like it was.
Yeah. So, but for me, I'm not in competition with other companies per se, because as you all know, this health food thing has exploded. It has become a madhouse. It has become kind of a disaster almost, because if you look, take the term vegan. Take the term vegan. 10 years ago, that was another language, right? Now the word vegan has lost its definition per se, because a lot of the corporations have hijacked the vegan name, the plant-based name, and you see this marketing and you see these names, but when you read the label, it's even more BS than a traditional food, right? So that's what's going on right now.
You call it
so
fake copyright. I'm saying I was into food industry. I work Frito-Lay, and most of the stuff, when it's a vegan, I read it, I was like, you only move one ingredient from the chips bag, the regular bag, to this bag.
Yeah, it's trash. It's the same
garbage.
stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on, don't be having Frito-Lay come on my channel now.
No,
it's trash. So yeah, I mean,
8 years there.
Yeah, all of them. I mean, so they have learned, the corporations have learned how they knew that if they didn't deploy some type of tactic to draw back the customer base, that they would lose all those people to the real health food stuff. So that's kind of the tug of war that's going on now. And so what just sets me apart is my product. I buy other products, but the products I sell, I'll use all the time. My products are raw and what they call wild crafted. A lot of this stuff is cut, or it's other additives. I'll give you an example. There's a certain grocery store, certain healthy grocery store that sells the elderberry syrup. They sell their elderberry syrup for $35. But they put all types of other cane sugars and
all types of additives,
glycerin, and not stuff that's horrible. But if you talk about something like elderberry is supposed to be a great lymphatic cleanser. It cleans your lymphatic system, your immune system. So that's the system that takes all your trash and dumps it and filters it through your kidneys. So you want that to be as raw and wild crafted as possible to get the good effects. And so my elderberry, it's about $30, about $5 cheaper. Comes in a glass bottle, not plastic, right? And everything is raw and wild crafted. I get my elderberries straight from Poland. Actually, Poland elderberries you can get them from a few places, but Poland is the only place in the earth that has the raw elderberry, right? And you have to be careful too, because a lot of like elderberries in their natural form, you should never eat them. They have to be extracted, right?
I didn't know that.
It has to be extracted. That cyanide will kill you, right? So you always want to make sure your stuff is coming from a good source, and that's kind of what sets me apart. I would rather.
I have some right now.
You got the elderberry, right? And so that these batches that I send out are handmade by me. All they're wild crafted and they're 100% potent.
I have a question. So do you have like sea moss too?
I got sea moss. Yep, I got sea moss. Let me show you. Hold on.
Yeah, I need lemon flavor, man.
Yeah.
I need sea moss by the tons.
Okay.
By the tons.
Like we're made already.
I mean, I can make it. I can turn it. I can either sell it dry or I can turn it into
liquid,
a gel, or like a powder for you. The powders are the best, but however you want it, I can make it.
Powder, you said the powder the best?
Powder's the best, yeah.
Why is powder the best? Don't just throw stuff out there and not change.
No, I got you. And so I like selling it dry because it's already in the natural form and you get the most potent properties. You get your full bang for your buck. I don't like selling it the gel, because the gel has a lifespan. The lifespan is very short. And so if I had a store, if I was like at a pop-up shop or a farmer's market, I would sell the gel, but I would never sell the gel shipping, because that by the time it gets to you 2-3 days, you lost 3 days out of the 7 days that you're going to get out of it, right? And if it's not cold, then it's going to smell like crap, right? So anybody that ships you gel fresh sea moss, either it's crap or they put a lot of stuff in it to make it hold life, right? The fresher your food is and the quicker it expires, the better it probably is, right? But you got to consume it. And so the powder, what happens with the powder is you take the raw sea moss as it is right here, you put it in a dehydrator, which I have one, a nice big dehydrator. You put it in there for probably about 26 hours. It's a real slow burn, real slow process. Right. So after about a day and a half, you take it out and you crush it up and turn it into powder. And you can put a dehydrated or whatever fruit you want. I can do the same thing and mix it together. The powder, you can probably get a year out of it. Right. And the powder actually, it absorbs into your bloodstream a little bit faster than the gel would. Right. So when you talk about cleansing your body and getting things to function in a proper manner, liquid and powder absorbs very, very quickly. Even more than so.
Question: If I'm making a smoothie, right, like in morning to go, I just use a spoon and sprinkle inside it.
Right. So the smoothie I was just drinking just now, I put 2 tablespoons of gel in there, but you can do the same thing with the powder. Put a tablespoon of powder in there. You can mix it in with your smoothie, or to get, if you're crazy like me, you take the tablespoon, you just dump it in your mouth and drink water behind it, and it'll soak in fast then.
All right, okay. I'm gonna need an order for that with lemon.
I got you.
So everybody here, see this how you make connections. This how you find out where the good stuff is.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I need a lemon. I need
lemon.
Yeah.
Now, do you want it? Do you want it bitter, or I can make it with natural sweetener. I can do both, but if you want it bitter, that's fine too.
No, natural.
Because if you just do, I
want the natural one, not bitter.
The natural. I got you.
And what I was gonna say is this is a little bit of part of our conversation too, because branding is a way for people to know, like how we just had this conversation, and being able to speak to your product knowledgeably and basically sell your product is part of branding. We had like a conversation, we had a side conversation where we talked about a particular subject, and I wanted you, because we're trying to educate here too, for you to speak on this a little bit more to help out the people. So, Jay, can you speak on brand versus marketing? Because I learned a few things from you that I think not everybody knows.
Right. I got you. Let me pull my slides back up.
Ooh, we got slides.
But so basically, we always use the term branding and marketing pretty much in the same breath, same tongue. They're both kind of the same almost, but they have different understandings, different meanings, and they overlap at a certain point. But I'm gonna go. Let me find my slide. Let me go through.
The link on Facebook. They just click it on Facebook and they go watch it.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you share under your thing, they will be able to click it and watch it. I just shared it on my page. So while he's finding those slides,
I'm ready. Go ahead.
I'm the Sepia Scholar. That's just one of my brands. And I'm here with Purple Rose Apparel and Snack Life, or Second City. Tell me what it is.
Second Chance Health. Second Chance Health.
Yeah, you have 20. Second Chance Health, and we're talking about branding, marketing, and just life of an entrepreneur in general. So we are streaming on Facebook as well as my channel on YouTube, which is the Sepia Scholar. And I just brought up the question of branding versus marketing, because I am an educational channel, believe it or not, with the shenanigans I jump on here with. But we always try to learn something. So go take it away.
All right. So we use branding and marketing in the same tongue, right? Mm-hmm. Branding is the name, the voice, the logo, the tagline, the expectations, the fonts, the colors, the promises. Promises also tie into persuasion, visual style, personality, reputation. Mm-hmm. The marketing is the campaigns, the inbound and outbound, the advertisement, the offers, the channels, promotions, media, sales channels, SEO, and leads. These two overlap at value proposition, right? Mm-hmm. Value proposition can mean a few things. To me, I like to think of it as, what are you featuring? What makes you innovative? What's your intent? What's your attraction? Right? So the attraction is really like your value proposition. And then, of course, if you look at the Merriam-Webster definition, theirs is a value proposition in marketing is a concise statement of the benefits that a company is delivering to customers who buys products or services. Right? And so that is where the brand and marketing kind of overlap, but they both have distinct definitions. With marketing, you want to be active, right? You want to be consistently active. And that's one of the things that we all struggle with social media, is being consistently active, right? So we always talk about, well, how many views did it get? Let me just tell y'all something. A high school gym, let's say if you were in a high school gym and you were watching a basketball game, the typical American high school gym probably holds 2 to 250 in terms of attendance, standing room, right? 2 to 250. The typical college basketball arena probably, depending on where you're at, 5 to 12,000, right? The typical NBA stadium, 20 to 25,000. So when you talk about views and people, just imagine if you had 200 to 300 people in your inbox right now, small high school gym, asking about your brand or looking to purchase right now. How would you be able to keep up with that? Right. And so we always talk about views and leads and getting people. We really have to have a platform in place for your marketing. That platform has to be in place so that when those views, they start to kick up and you start getting those views in, you're ready to roll out. You're ready to roll, right? So like even with me right now, I'm ready to roll, but I couldn't imagine if I got 500 orders right now.
Yeah.
I'll do it, but I'll be working all night, right? And so part of the thing about the marketing, you want to be consistent, because even 10 to 15 people right now that's consistent, that's going to buy from you, that would change the game. And that's really all you need, right? To kind of build a foundation. And so
you just sparked something in my mind when you said that. So quick story. My book has been done for a while. You talk about branding. So it's a kid's book, and the Haitian flag colors are blue, red, and white. So there's certain colors being used for a certain reason. There's certain characters that were done a certain way because that's how they do in the regular publishing world or whatever. But the reason I ended up dropping the book was because of social media. So somebody posted a video, shout out to Jonas. He posted a video about people being bullied for being Haitian back in the day in the 90s. That's when it was really huge for that to happen or whatever. And I saw the video. It resonated with me, and I commented. I said, it resonates with me. That's why I wrote my book. And as soon as I did that, because this platform is huge, and usually they make you pay for advertising. And he responded. He said, "Hey, why don't you say the name of your book?" He didn't have to do that, but that's what he did. He said, "Say the name of your book." And as soon as I said the name of the book, and I was not ready at all, as soon as I said the name of the book, I kept getting hits. I kept getting hits. Where can I find it? Where can I find it? Where can I find it? So it forced me to hit publish and figure out a way to make sure that everybody that was interested could get the book. And there's one particular person, she still follows me on social media to this day. Shout out to Lady Ariel. She was one of the first people to buy my book, and she does not know me from a can of paint. So social media trafficking, she shared it on her page, all those good things. She saw my branding, that was inadvertent marketing, and it went from there. I had to provide a product because I opened my mouth and said something. Now, if you open your mouth and say something, you don't have anything to back it up. Right? You look kind of crazy in these streets, right? So,
Yep.
yes. So, and I know you, Troy. He has plenty to back it up. I saw his process from beginning, literally from idea conception to the amazing amount of products and cool creations that he has brought to the forefront now. So I'm sure his brand is going to be big. He just needs to go through the process and the journey of building his platform. So I think we all do.
So the process what I'm going through right now is marketing strategic. And while I'm marketing, because I got a lot of, it's like an artist. I'm saying like a musician. You know, you have a lot of unfinished product cuts. Because I work different. While I be in a deep stress mode, I just build. I'm saying, not because I build it today that I'm gonna use it today. I just continue to create my craft and keep on doing what I'm doing. So with the forefront of that, whatever I'm pushing, I'm trying to push that and create more dynamite to come to the market. And sometimes, piggyback, like now they have like box t-shirt, I'm saying, and that's a fashion now. So, I may make a few shirts, like two sets of shirts with that program and run it. And I'm saying, just to get it out there, some more people in my brand, some more people having fun, and just feel like it. I'm saying? Being proud to know where I'm coming from to where I'm at right now. And to see somebody say, hey, I have a Purple Rose on, have a lot of stuff on. I'm saying. So after this show, I'm gonna go live on my IG and do some promotion on it. And I'm saying, I feel comfortable talking. So now I got to take from there and try to grow my TikTok. Let's try to grow the brand. I'm saying, and I have a lot of stuff coming out. I have a lot of stuff I'm working on. I have a ton of the stuff. I'm saying, so right now I'm promoting 2 shirts. One with the Joker face and a gorilla, and I also have like 3 more coming out. But the gorilla and the Joker is in the process to be delivered any day now. So with that said, I'm saying those are 2 shirts I'm promoting the most. And I have shorts, good quality, whatever. Every time I make like a short, and I say I'm copying a style, or if I'm coming general, I will go on a site where I see the shorts, and I will read the material what they use, and I will go after that material, the same material, above it, and then I try to make my shorts a different way, with higher quality, and let's try to push it, man.
Yeah, you kind of stole my thunder. I was going to ask the question, how do you guys use industry trends to, in your branding? And I know Troy, he just spoke to that actually. He says he goes and he saw that box shirts were trending, different types of shorts, superheroes and villains are definitely a thing. So he modeled a lot of his apparel after that. Jay, do you want to speak on that?
I'm kind of different when it comes to so let me say this. I look at everything I do. I investigate everything. I want to see what's out there. Pretty much I apply that rule of thumb to everything in life. So with the health food thing, the herb thing, the herbal thing, I do look at and I see what's out there. I see what people are doing. But I generally
They freeze.
there you
go.
I generally don't follow trends from my arena, because the people who have the trendy mindset in the health food area, those are the people who are probably not serious.
Okay.
And I won't even sell herbs to you. Like if I like sea moss and stuff, that's kind of like stuff that's kind of like part of your everyday lifestyle. So that's a little bit different. But when we start getting into like soursop leaves and bladderwhack and
Drinking
things
soursop
that
right
when we start getting to the things that really do the cleansing, have the cleansing effects, I want to be sort of like a one-on-one coach with you to show you what you do, to show you how to do it, to show you what to stay away from, right? And so really usually the people who are kind of have the trendy mindset that are within that genre, they're not really there yet in terms of the knowledge base. They don't want to sacrifice because if you're not ready, you're not ready. And then when you're talking about healing a certain area of your body or keeping something clean, you're going to have to fast, right? And you're probably going to have to stop drinking. You're probably not going to have to go out. You have to put your friends on hold. When you're trying to cleanse your body and get your mind right, you got to make some sacrifices. And if you're not ready for that, I'd rather not even sell to you or be dealing with you, right? And so that's what kind of keeps me balanced, because I ain't trying to make $1 million off this stuff, right? I'm trying to put forth the education that I didn't have when I was trying to teach myself 25 years ago, right? And so to answer your question, yes, I do see what's out there. I do try to use some ideas, but for the most part, 98% of the time, the area that I'm going in, it's a specific area, a specific way I'm driving to get to a certain destination.
Yeah, so you have more of an educational mission. I have an educational mission as well. So yeah, I'm definitely into selling books. But I did look at the trends on the children's book, but mine is kind of a one-off because this was a passion project. I do plan on doing more books, and I believe those will fall more in line with the actual trends in the publishing industry. I plan on trying different genres, different age groups. I feel like I'm more of an adult. I have some really crazy adult stories to tell, but I'm hanging out in the children's area right now because that's where I started my journey. So what I wanted to say is, as we're going through, because we got to say it in some type of format, even though this is an amazing conversation, I wanted to ask, what has been the most challenging aspect of building and maintaining your brand? What has been the most challenging? Troy?
The most challenging in building my brand is marketing. Marketing and online sales the most challenging, I'm saying. But like I said, once you build a community, I'm saying, and you stay consistent with the community with quality and good delivery, everything take itself to grow and get stronger, I'm saying. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm saying I have the product at the quality, so now I'm trying to build a community for Purple Rose and stay consistent 100% and take no short end. I'm saying straight good quality, high end, and put the brand out there. And as I said, stay my own and do my own thing.
All right. Jay?
For me, it is I don't want to say consistency because I am consistent, but it's being consistent while being in a ever-changing market, while also integrating all of the tools that I have at hand into one package and let that be consistent, right? So I want to talk about one of those tools in a few minutes.
Okay. I'll go and then you'll talk about the tools, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just think for me, I'm moving at a very slow pace right now for a purpose. Because right now I'm online and on social media, but my idea is to I want to set up at farmers markets and set up in like small grocery stores and have like an outside type of thing going on. So I haven't got there yet because I got a lot of other things going on, but that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, for me, believe it or not, even though I have a channel and I have several different platforms, for me is putting myself out there. I am the ultimate introvert. So I have to boost myself up to because even though we don't want to be, because I know there's two different approaches. Like Jay, you're not your brand. You're more you're more behind the brand. In the children's book world, you become the brand. I am the brand. So I have to go and interact with different types of people, different groups. And I've had some really, really, really good interactions so far. So I'm enjoying the journey. Like I said, I literally got sucked into the journey because as an introvert, I was sitting back and kind of letting stuff happen. But you have to be proactive. You have to go out there. You have to network. You have to be where the people are in order for them to know who you are and to purchase your product. So the toughest thing for me is putting myself out there. So Jay, go ahead and speak to your tool. And after that, I want you guys to kind of show me a little bit of your brand. And then we'll finish up with a couple final questions. And we will be on our merry way for this amazing Sunday. So what tool were you speaking to?
All right. So there's a bunch of different things out there that we should be using. And I already know now we're going to have another follow-up type of deal. And that follow-up, I think, as Troy put it, that follow-up should be on Instagram Live.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do that next one. But yeah, so a bunch of tools that we can be using. There's a bunch of different ways to slice this stuff up. But one of the things that we should integrate, let me just, I'm going to share the screen. This is called Hygiene. Now, Hygiene, if you haven't heard about it.
Hold on. Let me bring your screen to the stage. There you go.
This is Hygiene. Hygiene is it's like a for hire AI video advertise service. So basically, it's very professional. It's very crisp. It's very clean. Basically, you pay they have a free version of it, but you can pay a subscription fee just like StreamYard.
Okay.
You use the AI tools to brand and sell your products. So I'll give you an example here. They got it. Can we play a demo?
Hey guys, I'm Joshua, co-founder and CEO of HeyGen. Let me show you these two videos, and you tell me which one is AI generated.
In the early days of computer programming, a significant historical anecdote is known as Grace Hopper and the Bug. In 1947, at Harvard University.
All right, it may sound crazy, but both videos are generated with my AI avatar. You can create your own if you follow the instruction below. It will only take you 5 minutes to get a high fidelity avatar, same as mine. Hey guys, I'm Joshua, co-founder and CEO of HeyGen.
What in the Skynet?
Total Recall. This is Total Recall. This is it.
I don't know.
But what it does is, so check this out. This is what it does. What it does is, because as you just said about me being behind the brand, that is sort of a little bit about what that does. But what it does is it triggers the algorithm to draw people in, right?
So let me ask that question, right? So like me as a brand owner, right, using one of those things, if you load up like a picture, like a shirt and a shorts, you could put it on the mannequin, like just the mannequin.
They got all of that type. They got everything. They got all of that, right? And so basically, so I'll show you the prices right now. They have
the prices, even though they ain't pay me for no promo, Jay.
Hey, we'll get there. So they have a free version, like I said. They have a free version. The power in this is that y'all may use this and go viral tomorrow, right? So check it out. But as a free version, you get the free version is 1 general credit, access to the core platform, single-use workspace. You get the video avatar, translation, AI trust and safety, and the standard video generation. And of course, there's a $48 a month. You can either get 180 credits for 24, 48 is 360, and then 96 is 720. But you get everything in the free, plus more credits, and you get the watermark removal and the fast video generation, right? Then, of course, you go up to the team and enterprise. It becomes more. But like I was telling you last week, schedule that content, maybe do 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm sure that $24 a month package would be perfect because you get 180 credits. So,
Well, what's the credit? What's that like on the
the credits is basically, so because this is such a premium and such a high grade service, they make use of credit. So you can't use the AI unlimitedly. Like you can use it.
Okay.
Let's just say 180 credits represent 6 times, right? But if you're doing 2 and 3 a week, then you don't need a full 6, right? And so you have to kind of figure out how many times you want to use it to fit your budget. But let's say if 2 videos generate you 25 sales, you might not want to put no more out right away because you're gonna be busy trying to get orders together, right? So that's kind of some of the advantages and disadvantages to being a small business owner or just a regular business owner, because you want to be able to meet demand, but also keep everything smooth as new retention and new customers come in, right? So this is really a sales platform without it being a sales platform because it generates the new leads for you. So yeah, you have video translation, you got instant highlights.
So basically, you just type whatever you want the computer say. You just type it in, and they speak it.
Yep,
Okay.
They'll speak it and do it. It's video. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has both.
So what is it feeding?
What is
like,
it? Who?
Is it? Yeah, like you're saying that it knows how to do whatever with the algorithm or whatever. Is it automatically posting it somewhere? Is that what's going on?
So you're attaching it to your platforms. You're attaching it to Instagram, whatever you're using. You're attaching it to that. Same with everything else, right?
Okay.
But what I'm saying, so what it does is, because how the code is written, the code that it has, the supercomputer, it grabs into whatever those algorithms. So those algorithms that are out there, like in the metaverse or whatever, it grabs onto those, and then depending on what taglines you're using or hashtags you're using, it'll integrate all of that, right? But the point of it is, the whole gist of it is that it's hard to get things crisp and clean, and that makes everything crisp and clean for you, so that people will latch on to it. Because in today's, especially on IG, if it ain't crisp and clean or booty shaking, you understand what I'm saying? That's kind of like a lot of things on there get looked at as a whole genre of blockbuster into itself. But we know the things that are crisp and clean or the things that are booty shaking are most popular. So
big fact. So let me go ahead and hit this real quick. Gotta do this. Speaking of all right. Like the video says, like and subscribe. Don't be that person that hangs out, watches the videos, enjoying my content, and just like you hide in the bushes. Hit the like button. Make sure that you subscribe if you're digging what we're doing. This has been a super educational video. And leave comment. Shout out to the replay gang. People who watch this after the live is over. So let's keep it moving. This is the time I would like to highlight each person's brand. Which one y'all want to go first? You ready, Troy? Or Jay, you ready? I can go first.
Troy, one of y'all can go.
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, as I said, I'm V the Sepia Scholar, but my actual name is V Smith, and my book is You Don't Look Haitian. Let me go ahead and hit y'all with the little promo video. All right, so You Don't Look Haitian. It's available on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon. It's the target audience is older elementary school kids and middle school, but everybody can enjoy it because there's amazing illustrations, a great bully story. There's a few recipes in there. Like when they talk about value proposition, I probably could have charged way more for this book. But I also looked at how where pricing is supposed to land in order to. It's more about me getting more exposure for this book and hopefully the next book will be just as big. It's featured in Haitian Times. It's all over the place. I do have a tea to go with it. Those will be coming out soon. You don't look Haitian. And another one of my brands is the Haitian Mermaid. So yes, I have several brands. I have Haitian Mermaid, and I'm actually wearing, let me not show my boobs. Caribbean Goddess. That's Caribbean Goddess. So gotta rep all the islands, not just Haiti. Like Troy's Jamaica. And we got our beautiful what you want to, do you like to be called African American, Jay? Because I don't think you do.
It's not about what I so it's not about me liking being called African American. I'm not an African American, right? And so when someone said that, no. I'm one of this is educational. Somebody asked me at work, they was like, how does it feel to be African American in America? I said, well, you have to ask somebody who has direct lineage to Africa, which we have people at my job that do. I said, she came from Africa 25 years ago. I said, my lineage traces to North Carolina to 1640. So we ain't been in Africa in 500 years. So
black.
Right, that's the ethnogenesis. And that's why we call ourselves Black Americans or foundational Black Americans, because we haven't been there so long. And there are other people who have direct lineage to Africa. And that would be unfair to them to be say I'm African American and I ain't been there in I don't know how long.
Yeah. But he American. So either way. All right. Troy, you want to go next with your product? I know you got a lot to us.
I'm gonna show you guys a few of them. I'm saying, so this is one of my t-shirt. It's a box t-shirt with a Joker face.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I love that. Look at the back. Put it a little bit higher.
So you can see the
we about to trade and barter.
The PR, Purple Rose. I'm saying this is one.
He's wearing one. And
my favorite, I draw this 2 years ago. And so I put this art on my shirt. And so you can
I've seen that one in person. It goes hard. And
these are the two shirts that's coming out today, soon. And this is the next one. Basically, this is a casual t-shirt, It's not going to be this big in the back. So it's just a pamper. But it's rough. It's rough. There's no stitching on the end. And
lower it down a little bit towards your chest. Up. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So
the hands are raw stitching. It's a simple thing to wear with a t-shirt, a jeans, a chinos. I'm a chino type of guy. I don't really wear too much jeans like that, but you see it. And then I have my shorts. We have like 60 of these in hands.
All right, it's Hoochie Daddy season. We need to show them knees and them thighs. So good shorts.
I'm saying, see these shorts right here.
Higher. Okay. Turn it around. Okay. Yeah.
Pocket, 2 zips in the front. And one of my favorite hoodie right here is this is a vintage hoodie. I'm saying it's very heavy, very warm, chinchilla stitching and all that, Purple Rose. And everything, But, and these are like one of my classic Bible story. So this one right here, you got to think real deep to understand the picture and the meaning behind it. As I say, it's very simple. PR, Purple Rose Apparel. So I got a lot of product, and these are my first of the tees. Probably like 180 GMS, very light. I'm saying when my brand just coming out, this is what I'm saying. So that's basically Purple Rose in the front, and that's it. But we are upgrading with quality as more we learn and more we do business with people and requests.
Yeah, I would. There's actually, I'm in a couple of his promo videos, so I would have added them, but they had music, so maybe the next time we go around. So Jay, yes, your product.
All right. So yeah, for those of you who are listening, I'm gonna have fruit snacks and veggie chips launching next week. The veggie chips in your grocery store are loaded with garbage, loaded with salt, and loaded with air because only half the bag got food in it. right?
12
Big
chips.
So
fat. Big fat.
12 chips.
my veggie chips are only going to have 80 grams of salt in the whole pound bag, and it'll all be filled up to the end. It'll be plantains, it'll be zucchini, it'll be sweet potato, red yam, regular potato, all mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
How we find those products? How we find them online? Can't hear you.
Oh, you're muted. Oh, let me unmute you. Oh, muted.
My website is secondchancehealth.net, but the veggie chips won't be on there until next week. All right.
Okay.
But in the meantime, that's the elderberry syrup we talked about, right?
I need
I
that.
could test to that. It's good. It's good.
I need that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my elderberry, all it has is spring water, agave, cinnamon, key lime, and oak clove. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I got the bladderwhack, right? Now the bladderwhack is very good for iodine deficiency. It's good for digestion. It's good for obesity, joint pain, aging skin, urinary tract infection. I love herbs, but this one, you're going to have your mind right because it does not taste good. All the bad stuff tastes good. All the good stuff tastes bad. So this is it's very powerful, very good, but it ain't a great taste. So your mind got to be right for that. That's the sea moss, of course. I got wild crafted and Dr. Sepia approved. Soursop leaves. Now these got anti-cancer properties. These actually are very, very good.
Let me drink my soursop.
Check out the soursop leaves.
I think you boil it, sit it in the water, put it in the fridge, and drink from it. I need that. In my package,
you can drink that. Yes, morning. Sir. Mullein flour is good to cleanse the lungs. Very cheap. These are $15 a bag. This stuff cheap.
Yeah.
They got the mugwort. It's good for your stomach. Mugwort, it's tangy, but it's good. And of course, I got wormseed herb, but that's on the website. The wormseed herb that cleanses out parasites and stuff. So of course, with all of these things, you're gonna make sure that you got somewhere comfortable to be because you might go to the washroom. But that's it.
Also, you had the jerk. Was that jerk?
Oh yeah, I got the jerk salt, the jerk marinade. I ran out. My daughter is having a barbecue, so
I got one of those. Yeah.
He's
Jamaican, so he's leery. He's leery. He's like,
hey, look,
what is happening?
Let me tell you something. No,
Troy really can.
I know, yeah.
And he's completely clean.
I cook a lot, so
let me tell you something. Most of your jerk sauces in store, like that stuff made by the white people, that's garbage. 900 grams of salt in one bottle. My jerk marinade has, I think, 75 grams of salt in the entire bottle.
Yeah.
The entire bottle.
I'm saying I make my sauce naturally. I'm saying I go to the store, buy all the herbs on the oven.
All the herbs, the scallions,
the scallion, the thyme, the pepper,
everything.
Barley, and only thing I put is like adobe in a little box, 2 of those, and no oil, straight vegetable, water, and I blend that up with pimento seed, all that stuff inside of it, man. Every time I season my meat up, I only eat chicken and fish, so every time I do that, I put it on it, season my meat up, and all these seasons full of sodium kill you. You drink so much,
man.
You have to drink more water than you're supposed to drink.
Because all the sodium that's in there.
You got to remove that crap out your system. Yeah. But I had I made some jerk sauce for my daughter last year, and I put cayenne in it and Scotch bonnet. I tore everybody up.
Yeah, you about to kill people. What's going on?
but that's the way it's supposed to be. Cayenne, Scotch bonnet. I'm saying so. Yeah.
All right. So you guys kind of stole the thunder. My last question I was gonna have for you guys is, what do you have coming up? And you kind of already said, but do a quick blurb of what you have coming up. And another part, where do you see your brand in 5 years? So 2-part question. What do you have coming up, and where do you see your brand in 5 years? You got to manifest.
So, like I said, I have coming up, I got the fruit snacks. Now my fruit snacks are going to be gelatin and animal part free. They only gonna have tamarind and date sugar and the fruit itself. All right, gonna be very limited, but very good. You'll get your minerals, your nutrients, even though it's a fruit snack, but it'll be some on the go. And it's gonna be a full bag, not the air they give you in the store. And of course, my veggie chips, like I said, next week I'm gonna have those launching. Veggie chips are gonna be a pound bag for about $6, but you're gonna get a full serving of carbs and veggies. And then also too, the sea moss powder I'm gonna have on the website also. The sea moss powder will be launching next week. So everybody be able to get that. But in 5 years, and really my 3-year plan is to be one of the cornerstone health gurus on social media. But I want to have a brick and mortar type of place where people can come to, where they can come get seeds. I'm going to have a fresh garden with all the things that I need. And make sure that when I expand, I have people pushing my product, doing product demos and at farmers markets. So that's what it is.
Love it. Troy, what you got coming in 5 years?
5 years, I think 5 is a lot of years. So in the next 3 years, I see my brand probably in 2 million homes, and the voucher beyond that. I want to have two storefronts, one in Atlanta if I still live here, and definitely one in Holland. That's you know what I'm saying, 2 storefronts where your culture begins. I'm saying not in Manhattan. I want to be in Harlem, where the heart of the people, where we from, the fashion, where somebody take my fashion and put to their fashion, take my style, put to their style. I'm saying, and just seeing people look like me or people don't look like me in my brand make me proud. I'm saying, from where I'm coming from as a kid, it's different. If I don't speak to you, you will know. But the culture of seeing people in your clothes, away from your friends, your kids, seeing other people in your clothes, that make you feel, you know what, you have done your turn. Where you have create a lane and do what you have to do for the world to wear your brand and rep your name. I'm saying, remember, Purple Rose, I'm saying, in the season of flowering, the flower died, but the rose, wherever it's grown from, never died. So what I'm saying behind that is, with me dying, if someone insane, I want my brand name to live on forever. So your rose may die, but your name live on forever. That's where I'm trying to grow generation wealth with my brand. Like, my kids own the brand, but I'm the function behind it because they're so young and still, I'm saying, have so much, not so much knowledge with it. All I know to put it on, I say, hey, this is mine, and that's it. So it's cool right now for them to do that. But I'm looking for a greater place with them where we in the office, we talking, we launching, we doing this, and we elevating and try to get where we at, and let's try to live life, enjoy life, and always improving on whatever the quality, customer service, whatever we got to improve on, we're gonna improve on it and get to the top.
All right, from your mouth to God's ears.
Yes,
what I have coming up, my next thing I have come. If you haven't looked at it, check out my article that's on Haitian Times. They interviewed me, which was big for me. It's a pretty big Haitian platform out of Brooklyn. Shout out to them for featuring me, interviewing me on my book. I have a book signing party coming up on next Sunday. So that'll be my first one. So I'm super excited about that. But where I see myself in 5 years, honestly and truthfully, I want to be a best-selling author. I want to be a sought-after public speaker, and I also want to be someone that people can go to help them to help our people publish their stories. I saw what the process is to try to get published. I saw where it could be improved, other ways that voices of color get shut out or put in a certain lane. And so, like I said, when I first came up with this project, they said it doesn't exactly fit the format, but I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway because this is a passion project for me. So that's where I see myself in 5 years. Not being as introverted and scary to talk, and out there doing my thing. So before we go, I wanted to shout out Troy specifically. Of course, Jay's about to get shouted out. Troy specifically because this is his first real live. And he did an amazing job. I want to let everybody know that he has come a long way with his brand, and I was there from the beginning. So it's making me super proud that he's out here doing his thing. I'm gonna find something to celebrate it. Give me a second, but I wanted to thank Jay for sure. We've known each other. I don't know. You always, how many years is it?
It's only been 3.
3, yes. We actually met through our platforms, and we've been rocking ever since. He's
You
one
met
of the
through
most talented people.
them back booty shaking channels on IG. That's what you was hanging out at.
To shake. Oh my God. Don't lie to these people. I gotta struggle.
When the music come on, y'all shake anything. Y'all don't care.
No, I have nothing to shake. So don't put that out there. So, but yeah, he's consistent, he's solid, and he is a wealth of knowledge. And I know that his brand is going to be huge. I mean, to me, he doesn't realize it, but he's definitely somebody I look to in this lane. In this lane. But I found what I was looking for Troy real quick. We're gonna celebrate him, this being his first real live. So this for you. So we're gonna
all right, B. Appreciate it.
Yes. So let's do some closing remarks, and then we will be out of here. We learned a lot, and so, but this, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No.
You're good? Okay, Jay?
Be interchangeable. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Be interchangeable. All right. So before we go, one more thing. What did we learn today? We learned about branding. We learned about marketing. We learned about 2 awesome brands, Purple Rose Apparel. And I'm going to what is the second house? You have so many brands.
I'm giving you one more brown eyeball.
So bad. And so I brought these 2 amazing gentlemen on my platform because I believe in what they do. I believe in their brands. So with that being said, love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And the Sepia Scholar and her friends are out. Bye, y'all.